All right, good morning. What's up, Scotch? All right, I don't know what the other cards are in this list, honestly. I think Titan is in here. I'm pretty sure this guy's in there. I'm pretty sure we need 4 units. I don't know if we're gonna start with this. This is supposed to be probably like one of the best decks that came out of the new cards is Yuna. Supposedly the best. Yuna with a lot of the summons. So you got like Titan, Bahamut, Fenrir. You got Esper Origins, which turns into Madoon, I think is how you say it. All these are creatures on top of being sagas, which is pretty badass. And almost, dude, the percentage of Final Fantasy cards in this one deck is extremely large. For it being as standard as it is. I think Terra is also in here. I think she's red. Bro, where the hell's Terra? Or Terra's also a card you could play. Oh, maybe it's 2 R's. There she is. I think she's also in this list, or can be in this list. Just the amount of Final Fantasy cards in this list is crazy. You just fired up the new Magic account? Hell yeah! I was tempted to get a bunch of Final Fantasy packs. If you're interested in playing standard, yeah, that's kind of the idea. Or if you're just interested in checking out the cards are fucking gorgeous and beautiful, man. Let me think. It depends on what format you're playing. As far as like the new cards worth crafting, you kind of gotta wait like a little bit. So right now, I would say like maybe craft like what you really like, but it's so new that like as far as depending on what format you play, a lot of people don't know what cards are worth crafting. I could tell you right now, if you get any of this, if you get any Yunas, this card is 100% worth crafting. Like this card, 100% guaranteed is worth crafting if you have mythics. Most of these other ones are like just commons and uncommons so far. But this one's 100% guarantee you can't go wrong with. As far as other 100% guarantees you can't go wrong with, I thought Vivi, but we played Vivi all day yesterday, and Vivi wasn't that great. So maybe save your cards on Vivi. It depends on what kind of style that you play. It depends on if you're going to play draft versus if you're going to just play standard. Like it really depends on what format and stuff. So I can't give you the best advice on that yet. I play standard. The reason I play standard is because it has the newest cards, and like if you're building a collection, which is what I was doing, I'm still somewhat new to Magic. I've only been playing since the Lord of the Rings set. But when I started, I was like trying to play like historic and pioneer, and these are older formats where you can't really get those, like you can get those cards, but you have to kind of craft them the way like with standard. If you start with standard, basically when those cards rotate, because there's always a rotation after like so many years, like 3 years or whatever. So there's going to be a rotation this year, is like the mark of like a big rotation for standard. But then all those cards will trickle down into the older formats. Does that make sense? So if you're planning to play long term, you're going to have like your bulk of like the newest stuff available to you, and those will fall down into the older formats. There are some formats where you can only probably craft cards to actually play in them, but that would be my best recommendation. is start with standard, because all of those things that you have in that collection, whenever they do rotate, are just going to go into your older formats. And it's once every 3 years they rotate. So it's a long time until they rotate. But that was kind of my mentality. So like if I have Yuna and she happens to rotate after 3 years and go to like an older format, and I decide I want to play an older format that includes cards that have rotated already. Like when you look at this list, this shows you all the this is just like a search, but it shows you all the cards that are legal in standard, and it shows you all the ones that are not. But a lot of the standard cards will fall into this category. There's also another format, Brawl, too, where you only need one card for each, which is like their kind of commander, too. Basically, I would maybe look at the modes that you're most interested in playing and then kind of build accordingly. I would watch something on Brawl to see if that's something you want to do, because you only need one of every card for that. But it is 100 cards for your deck, which is basically like Commander. Or see if you're more interested in doing something like Standard. The other reason, I mean, I think they have ranked for a lot of modes, but the other reason is I like to play ranked. Like, if you're going to bother playing Magic at all, you might as well play ranked unless you're playing a mode that doesn't play ranked. Because, like, no matter what rank you end up at the end of a month, you're going to get free rewards. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's because I'm not selecting save and exit. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your time playing freaking non-ranked if you're playing anything that offers a ranked mode, okay? Because you're gonna start at the bottom anyway. You're gonna lose, whatever. Who cares? That's how you grow. There's no penalty for fucking losing, okay? There's only bonuses for winning, if that makes sense. And at the end of the month, depending on what rank you are, you're gonna earn some free rewards. So I highly, highly encourage just start in rank. Same thing for like Pokemon or any card game that like offers like rewards. Like there's no point to not play ranked. Like one point to not play ranked would be like, all right, I'm like diamond, or I'm mythic, but I wanna tinker around with I mean, even that though, like I'm mythic, but I want to tinker around with like a different random deck, like a build or whatever, but I don't want to lose rank. Then like maybe you would go into like non-ranked. But at that same point, you've already reached maximum rewards. You can't fall below a tier. So like if you get to silver tier, you can't fall back down to bronze. If you get to gold, you don't fall back down to silver. You don't fall back down to bronze. You keep all the rewards, bare minimum. So, and if Carrie can get into Mythic. If Carrie can get into Mythic, anybody can get into Mythic. No, I'm just kidding. She's pretty decent at Magic, actually. So yeah, the rewards are definitely something that makes it worth playing. Like I don't think Brawl offers a ranked mode, but Brawl is another mode that interests people. So I always tell people figure out which mode you want. But yeah, if it offers rank, always play rank. Brawl is its own. Yeah, Brawl does not. Brawl does not offer rank, but Brawl's still probably a fun mode. I don't know what the hell standard is. Build a singleton around your commander. This is like a smaller one. This is the traditional one that everybody plays. 100 cards, and you pick your commander. And then, best of one, best of three, that's a personal preference. But, the game of Magic itself is designed for best of three. It isn't really designed and built, like it wasn't created for best of one games. But you play what makes you comfortable. Carrie likes playing best of ones. They're quick little ins and outs. There are some differences between best of one and best of three. The sideboard is one thing. You play 3 matches. The other thing, sometimes more than 3. But What was the other thing? Some card legalities are adjusted because, like I said, best of one is like not really a real format. So they have to like adjust it a little bit more accordingly than they would like best of three. So some cards are not legal in best of one that are legal in best of three. The nice thing about the client though is you don't really have to worry about being unsure of any of that because the client double checks everything for you. So say you have like no idea how to build like what kind of deck or something, like you click like new deck and then the first thing it usually asks you, or it'll have open. Hold on, let me go here. It'll ask you to select format. As soon as you select format, so like say you want a brawl deck, it's gonna literally set it up to where like every card that you could play in it is available to you. Okay? So all these are available to me in this format, which is brawl. I'll say I change my format or whatever. Say I go to standard. Then it's going to refilter all the cards, which is very nice. It refilters all the, I mean, any client does this, but a lot of people don't know that it does this. So you don't ever have to worry if your card is able to play in the format you want. As long as you select the format you want to play in, it's going to automatically filter what cards are available in that format for you. So if it's not legal, you won't be able to play it, basically. So that's kind of like a nice thing. I'm trying to look at it as someone who's like brand new to the client. This page is just like detailed stats of your deck, avatars, companions, card sleeves. I mean, that's pretty much, you know, it's not that hard to figure out. And then obviously up here is like even more filters, colors, colorless, whatever colors you want to make your deck. This is filters. You could filter by sets. You could filter by if you're looking for a creature, if you're looking for a planeswalker, an instance or a sorcery spell, enchantments, artifacts, battles. Or you can go on websites and you can literally just import lists, which is pretty nice. There's a couple, let's see, what website would I recommend? This one is pretty popular. I'll put a link in the chat. Just like, this one's pretty popular. It's usually like more meta lists and stuff like that. It also shows like if they have like tournaments or anything, it shows like tournament winning decks and like explains the formats and stuff. They have a lot of standard lists, so you can kind of look through those and see. They update them. I don't know how often. There's like a deck list section, and I think they update them like once a week maybe. People that do well with decks, certain builds and stuff, so you can look at them and kind of decide if that's the kind of deck you want to play. And those are directly importable. That's a good one. That's really like one of the only ones that I personally use. Yeah, there's a lot of different cards. In this game, it's not like Pokemon where it's like just change. I don't really know how to explain it. Yeah, there are just a lot of different cards. Let's just say that. It's going to be overloading probably for a little while. What colors do I prefer? I like all the colors, honestly. What do I find myself mainly playing? Probably black. I play black, I play white, play a little bit of green. I think red is probably, like mono red, is probably the least color that I play. Everything else has some kind of either just pure form or some mixture of those colors. I don't really rule myself out to any kind of deck. It just depends on like if it's the type of deck that I like to play, or if it's something that I just want to try out, or if I'm interested in. My collection's a little bit bigger, so I'm able to kind of like, have a bunch of different kind of like builds and opportunities. But like types of decks, sometimes I play like aggressive decks, like low to the ground, small creatures, aggressive decks attacking. Sometimes I like control. It just really depends on the day. Sometimes I like what are called like mid range decks, which are like a little bit longer to kind of like do your thing, but they're just kind of like all around overall decks. Like they can do a little bit of control, they can do a little bit of removal, they could do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. They're in the middle range somewhere. Stuff like that. What's up, Homestead Made Easy? If you're new at Magic, you should put your focus on limited, work at getting cards, and learning interactions. They say that's the best recommendation because standard is expensive. Limited, yeah. Everyone says limited, but it depends on your format. Limited's just gonna be draft. But my only argument with that is you're not really learning how to play the game as well through draft because one, if you're brand new to the game, you're not gonna know how to fucking draft you're not gonna know how to draft a deck. You're not really gonna know how to play off of synergies that come from draft cards, and you might be picking cards that you're not really sure if they even go together. You might just be picking cards because you like them. Like I feel like for someone brand new to the game, they should pick a constructed deck that is known to do good, i.e., like, I hate to use this example, but it is the best example. Probably like mono red, or maybe these days you could maybe use like Is It Prowess? Take a well known, easier to play constructed deck to learn the fundamentals of like the game and how it works before you go into like drafting, is my opinion. I would never recommend someone into drafting. But it depends. It depends. Because limited is also only going to give you the most recent cards. But thank you for the chat. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it. Everybody's going to have their own kind of like versions of what they think is the best for coming into a card game. Like, I came with some experience from Pokemon, so I didn't really, like, I kind of like knew what I was doing, but had to just learn like different mechanics for a different card game, basically. Hopefully that didn't rattle your brain, Scotch. Hopefully it gives you some idea of semblance of where to start. At least if not, you have a bunch of options you could just pick from. Basically, just start somewhere, anywhere. You'll build off of that. I would just start somewhere, start anywhere, and then kind of go from there. But just know that like you're never fully going to play all cards from one set. Like it's always going to be a mixture of cards. Like you're never just going to have a deck full of just Final Fantasy cards. I guess you could, but that's probably more unlikely. So you will be playing other cards from other sets. But yeah, I do. Homestead's not alone in that. I have heard from many people that limited is usually where people should start. But I just wanted to offer my counter argument for the limited thing. But if that is where you want to start, you could. And it also depends on budget too. If you got a budget to buy a shit ton of cards, you could start pretty much wherever you want. You've played Magic a little bit before though, haven't you, Scotch? I thought you played like a long time ago. So it shouldn't be too crazy. But then yeah, colors and all that stuff is just gonna be it's all just gonna be preference. All right. What are we gonna do? So, like I said, I tried Vivi, and I don't know. Vivi's a little, Vivi's a little sketch. I don't know. Vivi's a little sketch in my opinion. We tried Vivi for like, God, how long did we try Vivi for? All day yesterday, basically. we tried Vivi. We tried Vivi like all day. We had some wins. We had some losses. I feel like we had way more losses than we had wins. I don't know. Vivi might be good, but I wasn't feeling it, I guess. I did see this. This list looks like complete jank somewhere. I saw this online and I slapped it together. Where is it? It's some Knights list. Because I wanted to play something with Cecil, and this person had this like Knights list, but it did not look. It did not look very good. Whenever I see Werefox Bodyguard, I get a little sus. But I don't even know if Cecil, I have no idea if Cecil's even good. And then there's the Una list, but I don't really know all what goes in or what we could put in the Una list. I don't know how I want to do the Una list yet. Should we try Vivi a little bit more today? Should we try Vivi? I still want to play Vivi. I don't know why. Um, should we start out with like just a small, maybe like one? Let's do like 1 or 2 games with Vivi before we decide where we're gonna route next. We could do Cecil. I don't really know who pairs up with Cecil. Is Kane in here? Cecil seems like it'd be good. I don't know. Cecil might be better than Sephiroth. The other thing is Sephiroth. And wait, this isn't the Sephiroth list. Sephiroth, I feel like only goes with Mobilize. What is this? New deck 20 has nothing. I don't think I have a lot of Cephs either. Oh, I guess I have 3. Okay. Because he wants creatures to die. I think the easiest way to make creatures die is Mobilize, right? Because these guys die after every turn. But I don't really know what the best Mobilize cards are to play. And are we running 3-color? I think that might be a 3-color situation. So we could use... Well, we wouldn't really want to use Zurgo now, would we? Because Zurgo does not sacrifice the Mobilize here. I like this card, though. Attacking tokens you control have Death Touch. Oh no, let's warm up. We'll decide. Maybe I'll do like a poll or something, or you guys can just let me know which one we should try. Or if you guys have any suggestions of lists that you've seen, let me know. Oh, we also have this counters list, which was kind of cool. This card's kind of lit. Have you guys seen Zach? Zach is kind of a badass. So Zach comes in with a 1/1 counter on him, and then for only 1 cost, you could sack him, put his counters on another creature, and that creature gains indestructible till end of turn. But damn, dude, Zach be putting in some work, I think, in some decks for sure. 1-drop, 1/2 with protection. I was tinkering around with Zach inside of this counters deck because like Dusk Legion Duelist gains some counters. Should we maybe start with this? Let me play 1 VV game. I'm kind of obsessed with VV. Let me play 1 VV game and then we'll try some of those counters. This doesn't have a lot of Final Fantasy cards. I think only Zach is the card in there. We gotta have our 1 VV game to remember why we don't want to play VV. VV's kind of sketch. I feel like I always get tricked into is it decks, and they never turn out very well. I mean, Prowess is probably really good. It's not gonna help us cast our Corys. Alright, let's see here. Also, crafting Scotch, like one of the best recommendations I would say is like invest in lands. Lands are, like if you're not really ever sure what to craft, yellow lands are always good, solid crafts because like your dual lands and stuff, your better ones, they can make or break your deck. Like they just make them so much more powerful. Lands are like, if you're ever unsure of what to kind of craft, lands are always a good idea. I probably shouldn't have kept this hand. Oh no, is he gonna steal my cauldron? Or my cutter? Honestly, I hope they take the cutter. Actually, I shouldn't have hoped that because we can't cast 2 spells. What am I going to cast Wild Ride on? Alright, we could discard VV. Or it's going to be discard 2 other cards. We do have the Cauldron, but I don't have... So now we need Garroth. Burst Lightning. Ojair, also not terrible. I want to save that lightning for playing Ojair next turn. So that lightning will do 4 damage for 1. If they don't immediately remove. We're in platinum hell. What? Oh, it's only... Wait. Is it only if I did it to... If a red source would deal an amount of non-combat damage to opponent. Oh, it's only to opponent. Son of a... Oh well, he won't block now. Damn, dude, I could have got an extra 4 damage in on that shot then. How dare you, Ojair. Okay. Okay, you did that backwards. I'm gonna discard a card to draw 2. There's a Vivation. Vivi. I guess we'll Cauldron the Vivi onto Ojair. Just so we can gain the mana. Now, so Vivi's hit is gonna do 4 because of Ojair. We might as well just pump him up. Oh yeah, this guy's dead. We need 5. Ojair is the spice that I haven't seen in any lists. I mean, we only play a 1 of. We only play a 1 of Ojair now. But he's the spice I haven't seen in any lists. He cranks up the Vivi's damage to like 1 billion here. But it's never as consistent as you want it to be. Don't get excited by the Hollywood match. I always call these the, like, not the Hollywood match, what do I call them? Like the showcase matches. The client lets you just dominate for the first game, and then it's like, then you get into the meat and potatoes. Should we play Spell Pierce, Flood Maw? How about a Spell Pierce and like 2 Flood Maws? Let's do Sleight of Hand down. Wow, Winter Night Stories actually kind of came in clutch. Okay, and again, not the greatest starting hand. Yeah, we had pretty bad starting hand too. Okay. Oh my god, dude, what is this? Ooh, Ojair, okay. Okay, maybe something, maybe. Doubtful. I only have 1, otherwise I would have graveyarded him. Okay, okay, game. Anybody need a Soul Cauldron? We need land. I can't do anything. We're just gonna lose this game, I think. I can't double burst lightning. That's only 4 damage. I can't really put Geralt down. He's just gonna get cooked. He won't create a token. Pretty much like land or concede here. That's not gonna be enough. I guess we have to take out Shieldred, right? I'm sure they have removal. They'll probably kill our otter. This is gonna be a tapped land. Yeah, let's go to the next game. We do have Witchstalker Frenzy. I don't know, we kind of need the Cauldron. Let's go down 1 highway robbery. All right. Duress. Use your duress. Fourth land? Come on, fourth land. I need the fourth land. We could VV Wild Ride. VV makes mana. We could probably cast Geralt. I don't know. Or it might just be better to cast Geralt first. Scrap Gorger is going to be annoying. I think we can, like, if they go to take a card, we could take it before them. Haha, snatch. Tear asunder. None of our we got none of our 1-drops. That's gonna be annoying. Alright, now, the question is, what do we play? Do we play Geralf, make a token? Or do we play Vivi, make mana? And we're only gonna have 3 mana. We could Wild Ride again. But we have to Wild Ride with Vivi's mana. I think we do it this way. This is how you get infinite mana on your Geralf. You need Vivi to die first, though. Oh, I don't know why I did that. This guy's got Death Touch. I should have saved that. Hold the line. Oh no, that's just criminal. Well, there goes Vivi. And we fucking lose. Where are all of our cutters, our talents, our ops, all of our 1-drops didn't show up. Probably should have mulligan the hand until we get 1-drops. And then you just draw another Cauldron, dude. What the hell? I can't do anything about that. I think we need to focus in on like 1-drops when we first like get our opening hand. That's the problem. It's fine, I can't cast it. If I take it from him though, does he get the mana? He's just gonna kill our Geralf, and that's it. That's GG's. Wow. Okay. Alright, fuck Vivi, dude. We're not playing Vivi. Vivi's trash. That's been my entirety with Vivi. Even if you have the draw cards in there, it's just, it goes one way or another. You either hit all of it or you hit none of it. Vivi just gets picked off. Poor Vivi. Let's try this counters deck with Zach. I don't know. If you guys got a better VV list, let me know. What? Authority versus authority. Authority's actually kind of annoying for us. Oh god, mobilize? Okay. See, like, this guy might be legit inside of Sephiroth, because this guy attacks once, the Bard attacks once, and you've got 5 mobilized tokens. Right there. I mean, Sephiroth is flipped already. This might be Sephiroth. This might be a Sephiroth deck. I guess, yeah, Alias works too. Oh shit, this token comes in tapped. Fuck. At least we're life gaining. Or no, Cecil, right? Could you put Cecil? Would Cecil be worth it in this list? In the Sephiroth list? Probably not, right? I think that's what this is. Now this thing's dead if it attacks. The Llanowar Elf can kill it. Whenever this creature or another artifact you control dies. Okay. Yeah, they're not pushing now. Let's see. Destroy enchantment. Yes, please. One or more tokens would be created. Oh shit, Mandrake. Icky. Oh, I should have attacked with the elf. I forgot, it untaps. Virtue untaps. Oh, really? I mean, these are all gonna be tapped, whatever she creates. She might make them flying. That's not good. Oh shit, the bust from the mobilize. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, let's see here. But Day of Judgment. Let's put a Destroy Evil in there. It didn't look like they targeted us at all. I'll go with double smite. Drunken MTG. That's dude's name. So the duelist will draw us cards when the innkeeper talent hits on it. That's kind of the idea there. Man, I don't even know what they got going on. Some craziness. I'm just gonna try and play this a little bit aggressively. Worst case scenario, we play... Oh no, we can't play Day of Judgment. We don't have the land. The Ajani with the Innkeeper's Talent is insanity. It is insanity. And the Bloated Contaminator, kind of a little sleeper card that not a lot of people are playing anymore, but it's fucking crazy. Has a lot of synergy with the talent. Like, we could just play a Johnny and win again and win this match. Using a Johnny's ult is not that difficult either.
No matter what, there is always hope. Descend like the sun's fire.
I'll put some mites in there. Come on, Zach. Although we can't sack him. I can't sack him and put the counters on the Dusk. That's alright. That is what it is. Damn, opponent's out of cards. That don't look good for him. We're gonna be poisoning. Oh, I should have attacked with this, too. Why didn't I do that? Oh, we're looking pretty good here. Really, dude? He fucking top decks that bullshit. Get out of here. I think with our trample, we're still good, though. I could sacrifice Zach and make the Contaminator indestructible. So we should still be good. GG's. All right, let's see if this can at least take us up a little bit higher. I need to look and see what else is in that Unilist. I'm pretty sure it has Overlord of the Bale mark to kind of mill, self-mill. I don't know what else is in there, though. This card's kind of cracked, though. Zach is pretty good. I don't even know what Final Fantasy he's from. Isn't he from, like, Advent Children or no. He's from, like, it's like 7, but I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I have Tifa cards to play Tifa. I actually have like a very like vanilla Tifa list built. There's nothing special about it. It's just straight like trying to hit landfall and slam. But when I played it a couple times yesterday, I drew no lands at having like 24 lands in my deck. Like completely denied the landfall. Alright, Oppo, you're dead next turn unless you do something here. Oh, I should have snakeskin veiled. We could have won. Alright, GG's. Let's put in the mites. I want to put one destroy evil in as well. I'm not sure how useful authority on consoles is here. Paw Patch might be useful though. Paw Patch Formish might be useful. Hello. What up? Alright, they're ramping. I don't want to hold on to 1 mana just for the snake skin. No land is no good. We need land. I'm gonna just snakeskin to draw a card. Hopefully we hit land off of this. Okay, that's some bullshit. All the land we hit is pain land too. All brush lands. What the hell, dude? If the odds aren't stacked against us. Wow, we draw another Voices of Victory. Okay. Yeah, we kind of got RNG screwed here. There's nothing we can do. It is what it is. Let's go to the next match. Damn, we're playing 21 lands. I just realized that. That is not a lot. Well, that might explain the lands. Maybe we need to add another dual land in here too. I don't know how this got to 21. I guess because of the draw. We'd assume we just keep drawing. Ooh. Well, it's just doing his thing. I'm just being aggressive. Okay. That GG's. Wait, why does he life gain? Oh, we don't have trample. Genius. That's GG's. All right, let's put a let's put some land in here. I didn't realize we were at 21 lands with that. That's probably cutting it a little close. We did win the last 2 games in a row though. I think I was flooding out crazily and I just got sick of flooding out, so I added. Let's see, what do we want to take away? I don't know if the elves really... Maybe drop a virtue. Let us proceed. I don't know why my Twitch isn't showing up for me. Hold on. I think Twitch is just wigging out in general. Something's going on with Twitch. Another dragon deck. Yeah, I don't know. My thing isn't connecting to Twitch for some reason. Maybe I have to relink my account